cold and snowing outside, which is a great time to come to a very warm Stanley Anderson home in Lake Forest. Stanley Anderson was a wonderful architect who used things like this beautiful herringbone pattern on the front door to make a home feel substantial and warm. There's also this great archway, so when I come into the hallway, I feel as if I've actually arrived, and I think where I've arrived is Hindustan. Look at this paper on the hallway walls. This is an evocation of a 1790s mural called Hindustan, and the paper lines the entire hallway so that you're surrounded by this beautiful mural, but it's also complemented by the millwork package. You get so many details that really make you feel that you're in a classic home. Through this arch, we go into the living room, a very large room, very gracious, bay windows overlooking the gardens, and we'll talk about the gardens in a minute, big fireplace, crown molding. I really feel as if I'm, again, in a very substantial place, a place of grace and elegance. Beyond that large room are the smaller ones, the smaller sort of breakout rooms is what we'd call them now. A little parlor, a sun porch, all with very nice trim, all feeling very warm and inviting. And then we come back across the hall to another grand room, the dining room, that has the same formality of the living room. It's got a nice big fireplace, built-in cove bookcases, views out to the gardens, and very nice flooring so that you feel as if you're in a very welcoming, dignified place. Then we go into something a little bit more informal, but no less warm, this beautiful study, classic Stanley Anderson, the gorgeous wood surrounding you on all sides in that study family room, shelving, beams, it's all a nice wood package, and you can really feel the family gathering in that room. Well located, because next door is where the rooms become very family-oriented. The kitchen and a small breakfast room if you want a relief from formal dining, more intimate gathering spaces for the family off on that side, and a very nice butler's pantry, so that you've got more of a sort of flow for dining, entertaining with the family. And then now we'll go upstairs and we'll take a look at how that carries through to the family bedrooms upstairs. When you've got a house this big, it's nearly 11,000 square feet, you don't need only the grand spaces, but the smaller, more inviting, intimate ones like this one, like the ones I was mentioning on the first floor, and then this cove space where we've got shelves, a window seat, nice sheltered area where I might relax and read. But something to say about this is this cove shape that Anderson put here also carries through some of the family bedrooms, the bedrooms for some of the children. They've got those great 20s cove showers where you've got sort of a surrounding, not the glass enclosure we'd have now, but you're set into a nook. But there's something to say about the second floor of this house. There are actually 2 second floors. This home originated as 2 separate houses in the 1890s. There was a house that is essentially where the living room is now, and then another one that is off that study I talked about. They were for a sister and brother, and when William Pullman bought the property, Stanley Anderson came in and combined the 2 houses with another wing between. So what ends up is on the second floor of what was a separate house, you've got a bedroom and a great game room. You can just imagine teenagers hanging out in there. And then here on the second floor of the main house, it's all connected. The second floor of this house has all of the other bedrooms. They're great. Some of them have tandem rooms. They've got views out to the garden. Everybody has their own bathroom. Then you get to the master. The master is, of course, a suite of several rooms. Big main sleeping room with a great old fireplace, nice large room, and it opens into 2 dressing rooms and a walk-in closet. There's a nice little sun porch enclosed now. And then the bath, which looks like it could have been done in Stanley Anderson's era, but it actually is all modern fixtures and tile, but done in keeping with the origins of the house. So it's really got a nice, wonderful, welcoming feeling in there. And then the master has a view that we've got to go look at. Here on the balcony from the master bedroom, we look out over this enormous backyard off into a wooded ravine. But this is not even half of what there is to see, because out front there's a far larger yard, a big swath of lawn that comes in as you come in from the street. And then there are gardens that come around the house, but what you get here is the formal gardens. These are the descendants of what William Pullman had planted here. Pullman was one of the founders of the Botanic Garden and the owner of this home. This was his estate garden. One of the things that he had that is worth noting is this geometrical arrangement of boxwoods. The boxwood plants that we put in our front yards in Chicago these days, were created under the tutelage of Pullman at the Botanic Garden. Within that framework, there are very colorful garden plantings in the summer, and all the way around this enormous lawn, it's very colorful in the summer, but I really enjoy this snowy view.